99 866 series 866 997 4748. Time for our dreamer a day. And we have with us today, and always happy to have our for the past month, Bertran. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Natalie?
Yeah, that's correct. Nathali Bertran.
Natalie Bertran. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. I understand you're in D.C. with 100 other dreamers, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct. I'm here brought by Forward US, and we're trying to meet with Republicans to kind of put a face behind the Dreamers right now.
Yeah, and that's why we want to talk to you because we want to put this face out there.
Hmm.
You are a co-founder of DocaTime.com. I like the name of that for some reason. DocaTime.
Yeah, that's correct.
DocaTime.com. What's DocaTime.com, Natalie?
So basically, DACA Time is a startup that I created, and our goal was to help DACA recipients renew their DACA applications. However, since DACA is no longer inactive, I guess it's been rescinded. We are now waiting for the new legislation to pass so that we could go ahead and have our software ready and release that to the Dreamers.
Folks, by the way, you can join us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/make it plain, and also youtube.com/make it plain as we talk with Natalie Bertran. And now help me understand again, now that Trump
Yeah,
has changed things up, what
yeah,
will originally, obviously, the site, as it advertises, a low cost, simple, and secure DACA application platform. So, what will
yeah.
the site be offering now that many will not be able to renew?
Yeah, so currently the site is offering information and resources for Dreamers, but we are really hopeful that a legislation will be passed by the end of the year. So we're hoping that either the Dream Act will pass or some other type of legislation for Dreamers. And once that comes around, we will just change our software. So instead of doing the DACA forms, we will do the new legislation forms.
Good. Well, we all hope for that. That's what we want. That's why 100 of you are walking the halls of Congress yesterday and today. We want
Yeah,
people to
that's correct.
blow up the phone. 225-3121, 202-225-3121. Blow up the phone so that you all can let your senators and representatives know that you support the Dream Act, and a clean Dream Act is that. At that, Natalie Bertran with us, our dreamer a day. So, Natalie, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you and your folks originally from?
Yeah, so originally my parents and I are from Lima, Peru.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved to New York City from Lima when I was 9 years old. So that was the beginning of our journey. I grew up in New York. I went to public schools my whole life, and then I attended the City University of New York, CUNY, City College for Mechanical Engineering.
Okay.
When I was in school, DACA was still not a thing. But around my sophomore year, it was passed by President Obama, and that really gave me a chance to do something with my degree after I graduated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I ended up getting a job in Columbus, Ohio, as a design engineer for an automotive company. And I decided to take the opportunity and move. So I've been living in Columbus for the past 3 years doing that job.
You're a design engineer for an
Yeah.
automotive company. So you're another pretty smart dreamer too. We've had some impressive dreamers on the show. Y'all heavy people. You know that?
Yeah.
Y'all don't sound like bad hombres to me, as Trump would
No.
say. I mean, y'all bad, but bad meaning good, right? Y'all bad because you're smart. How old were you again when you came here?
I was 9.
And who all came? Was your mom?
Yeah, so it was my mom, my dad, and myself. At the time, I was a single child. And then once we got here, actually, my parents had another kid. So I have a little sister who is 15 right now.
And so she was born here.
Yes, she's a U.S. citizen. She's born
So
here.
so here we have another mixed status family.
Yeah.
What's your parents' status right now?
Their status is still in work.
Okay. It's are they seeking citizenship?
Yeah, they're seeking
Yeah.
citizenship. Yeah.
Yeah. So and see that's the other thing. We were just talking about this yesterday. How the DACA was meant to be a bridge, if not a path, but somewhat of a bridge to citizenship for those of you who came here as children through no decision of your own. And how
Yeah.
and I've been hearing from DACA recipients how the parents who brought them here are either seeking or able to obtain citizenship. So that's a trip.
Hmm.
Your parents bring you, they may be able to stay and even get citizenship, but you're the kid and you got to go. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, and it's so difficult because having somebody that is a U.S. citizen, my little sister, who relies on me, so I am her big sister, her big role model. My responsibilities are to guide her through the American school system that my parents are not that familiar with,
I see.
because they did not grow up here. They did not go
Right.
through it
Right.
like
Right.
I
Right.
did. So that is my responsibility. And I have to take my sister on college tours and make sure she's ready for her SATs. So that all falls on me. And if I'm not here to do that role, my little sister's just left behind too.
You and other dreamers have talked about that. And ladies and gentlemen, quarter before the hour, 866-99 series. Nathali Bertran with us, folks. Quick calls if you like. 866-997-4748. And we're on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook.com/Make It Plain, YouTube.com/Make It Plain. I'm glad you made that point. And maybe we should spend a little more time on how a dreamer impacts the rest of the family. And as Nathali says, she's got a little sister. What is your little sister going through now with the thought that you may be compromised somehow? Does she have a level of anxiety or trauma around this? Is she scared?
Yeah, she's terrified. I don't live at home in New York anymore, where she is. So I don't get to see her every single day. But my mom and my parents have called me and said, "Hey, we walked by your sister's room and she was crying for an hour." And she decided to write a letter to her congressman, to kind of share her feelings and her concerns as a U.S. citizen, for me and for our family. So that was just heartbreaking to hear that a 15-year-old has to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know, she's a sophomore in high school. I think she should be worrying about, I don't know, what their Skypes and where to hang out, and I think that's what should be going through her mind. But if not, she's really worried that I won't be here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is very, very important. So, folks, Nathali Bertran, our dreamer today, she's in Washington D.C. What's the reception been like as you've walked the halls of Congress?
Yeah, so we've talked to Ohio congressmen and senators and representatives, because that is where I reside and that is the state that I pay taxes for. We talked to Senator Rob Portman yesterday, and his reception was great. We got to meet him in person,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the chance to put a face to the dreamers and kind of share what we're going through and why this is such an important issue. And he was a great response. We also got to talk to other congressmen's kind of their team. Sadly, we didn't have the chance to talk to them face to face. And their team really understands what we're going through, and they see that we are good people, that we are here contributing and we're here working, and
Right.
and they understand that. So I think the response has been great overall. But we really wanted to get to see people face to face. And of course, we talked to a lot of Democrats, and they're all supportive of the DREAM Act, and they're very passionate about this legislation passing soon.
You also, so, and speaking of your contribution, it must be something I really wish I was there with you guys, because I would just love to see the look on some of these representatives' faces when somebody like you walk in and they ask, well, what do you do? And you're making
Mhm.
such an incredible contribution to the economy, to commerce. She's a design engineer um, for an automobile company, folks, that makes cars that are sold here in the United States. How many jobs does that create? Does that
Mhm.
recycle? I mean, and Natalie is just one person of many dreamers, thousands of dreamers, that hundreds of thousands of dreamers that make this contribution. Our economy and commerce would be devastated if Natalie and these dreamers didn't get a permanent path to citizenship. Right, Natalie?
Yeah, that's correct. Like the cars that I design from my desk every single day are built in Ohio by Ohioans, and they're delivered to Americans, and they're driven across America every single
Right,
day. And
right.
we make everyone's commute safer and secure. Yeah, secure and efficient. So that's what goes into the work that I do every single day.
Yeah, that's very, very important. Um, how are things at work? Is your employer empathetic and supportive?
My employer is empathetic, but they're a very non-political organization.
Okay,
So they just don't want to skip that, but they understand my situation, and they have expressed that there's no concern in my job until my work permit is still okay.
good, good. That's good to know. All right, folks. Natalie Bertran, folks, we've got to do we've got to do. And as I tweeted to our dreamer on yesterday, um, that to paraphrase the great James Baldwin, we must stand with dreamers and fight with them as if their situation is our own. And then, if necessary, render impassable with our very bodies the corridor to deportation. That's what we must do. And so we're going to do that. Dreamers.fwd.us to find out how to get in direct contact with your member of Congress. Or as I said, just call, because Natalie and everybody's up on the hill today. So support them now. Blow the phone up while they're there. And DocaTime.com is her site. Check it out. Very interesting, very informative, and will be very helpful once we figure all this out. Natalie, we're not going to let them do anything to you. I'm telling you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're all going to fight this, and we're going to do our best so that nothing happens to you. And we're just not going to let it happen. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And um, tell your little sister to be of good heart and courage and good spirit. We're going to see to
I
it
will tell her.
that big sister doesn't go anywhere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very, very proud of you, and good luck today in Congress. All right.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
All right. Keep in close touch now. Take care.
All right. I will do. Thank you.
All right. Our dreamer a day, Natalie Bertran, ladies and gentlemen. DocaTime is her site.